Good day, everybody, and welcome to JesC Transformation Strategies. Welcome to another Sunday Bible reading and study session. I hope everybody's doing well out there. And I just want to say thank you so much for all those who have already subscribed and who already liked, commented, and shared my contents, because it's been such a blessing to see so many people involved into the work of God and so many people that's actually been blessed and touched by the messages. And I really highly appreciate all of you guys, and I pray for God's choicest blessing among you all. So today, guys, we're going to be talking about something that's very, very important, and I feel like it needs to be heard, seen, recognized. And of course, as you know, that I am the one that's going to be making a way of the content to everybody today. Okay, so today we are going to be reading from Proverbs chapter 3 and verses 5 to 6. Okay, let's get to the word. Okay, it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Never rely on what you think you know. Remember the Lord in everything you do, and He will show you the right way. Never let yourself think that you are wiser than you are. Simply obey the Lord and refuse to do wrong. If you do it, it will be like good medicine, healing your wounds and easing your pains. Honor the Lord by making Him an offering from the best of all that your land produces. Okay, we thank God for His precious word about trusting in Him, and it's an advice. Even as you look at the heading from Proverbs 3, it's an advice to people. Trust in the Lord. Don't depend on your wisdom and understanding, but depend upon Him. Okay, so that dives us into our topic today, which is overthinking and comparison is a deadly killer to your happiness. It's true, okay? When you overthink, basically, we're going to look at overthinking first, and then we're going to look at comparison, okay? Now, what is overthinking? Overthinking means when you repeatedly worry or dwell on the same thing over and over, okay? So something has occurred, but you dwell on it, and it constantly is in your mind, and you're always thinking about it, okay? Now, it's going to be like, I'm going to be looking at an example. So when we look at like an event we attended to, okay, with family, with friends, or even like people who we just met, maybe co-workers as well. So we went into this meeting. It happened during the day, or this party thingy. And as we went and when we came home, we kept on thinking about it. We kept on thinking like, what did she think about it? What did he think about it? What about my outfit? Was my outfit good? Or what did so-and-so, I don't know, maybe I never make a good impression. Or you know what, maybe all of this family quarrels, everything like started from me, and now like, you know what, this is why things are happening this way. So what happens is that, you know, when the overthinking actually kicks in, it kicks in when you're in bed and when you're thinking. Sleeping doesn't even happen to you. You don't know what is sleeping. It's because you've been thinking about it. So what happens to you? You overthink about it. And all these negative ideas, even things that don't even exist, it starts existing in your mind. And you start creating it. And you think that, you know what, I am the problem. But you know, the truth is, you are not the problem. It's your mind. Your mind is a battlefield. And that is where overthinking has originated. So that is why my message is, when you overthink something, it's all about these thoughts, because your brain now at night that is a time when you need your brain to shut down and rest, but it doesn't shut down and rest. That's the time when it's overthinking and processing thoughts. And that is why I want to address it, because I've been there and I know what overthinker is. And I won't lie, I still overthink, and I had to discipline my thoughts and know, like, you know what, this is how I'm going to be disciplining it. Right. So remember, overthinking leads to depression. It leads to anxiety. Anxiety is also fear. Depression and anxiety is going to be spoken about in another week, where we're going to be discussing a bit more about it. Now, when you overthink, it leads to those thoughts, anxiety thoughts, depression thoughts, where you think you're not enough, you're not worthy, and then your mindset starts to think negative of you. It doesn't think negative of them, the families and the friends. It thinks negative of you. So that is why you need to shift that. So let's look at signs of overthinking. Now, these are the signs. Basically, you start to overthink, you start to feel unworthy, you start to feel depressed in the morning, and at night you just can't sleep. If you're struggling to sleep, it's because of your overthinking. Now, how do we actually, and also it causes headaches and it causes a lack of concentration. It does cause migraine as well because your head starts to pain. You're thinking like, what happened? You never do anything, you never drink, it wasn't a hangover or anything. You just got a headache, right? It's because of your mind, because your brain is like about to explode. It happened to me as well at one stage where I was literally thinking about some thoughts of people, and then my brain started like, I felt like a headache, and I was thinking like, why am I feeling this way? And then I realized my body actually said to me, you know what, you've been through so much of traumatic events, and you want to waste at least 5 minutes thinking about so and so who never support you or never ask how you're doing. And then I realized that, you know what, no ways, I'm not going to risk my body. They went through so much. I don't want you guys to even risk your body that's been through so much of traumatic events, so much of rejection, depression. Why risk it? Because nobody's going to save you, right? So basically, signs of overthinking is you can't relax, you can't concentrate, headaches, negative thoughts, worrying. I'm telling you, just worry. Okay? And the Bible says, do not worry about tomorrow. You leave tomorrow in His hands. Okay? Now, let's look at how can we overcome this overthinking. So the first thing is you need to reframe your thoughts. Okay? Positivity. Now, guys, that is why I need you to subscribe to my channel and be in line with me, because the messages that I get is directly from God speaking to me. Okay. And as you know, I'm an international motivator speaker and a transformational coach, a mind and energy healer, meaning I shift your mind, I shift your energy into the positive so you get aligned to your destiny. But of course, you need to listen to what I'm saying every week, because that is why I upload every week content to get you on the move. Okay. To get you in the move and the flow of the positive energy. Right. So guys, number one, reframe your thoughts. So from negative to positive, that's the whole idea. Practice mindfulness, meditation. As I said, you wake up in the morning, you start your Monday morning with good thoughts. You like say like, you know what, I am healed, I am blessed, I am free. Defeat and failure are things of the past. Rejection is things of the past. I know I'm going for that interview. I don't know if I'm going to make it or not. But if I do get rejected, it's fine. There's another redirection for me. I'm not going to be sitting and dwelling on the past and like, why they never choose me? Why this person has rejected me? Why my relationships are not working out with so many people? A rejection is a redirection. Okay. So practice mindfulness, healthy distractions. You need healthy distraction. And yes, healthy distraction in a good way. Now, I'm not talking about going on your phone and being on TikTok and scrolling all the reels for the whole day. That is not a good distraction. That is also a negative distraction because you're spending lots of time. Instead of watching other people, why don't you start motivation? Why don't you start inspiring people? Or why don't you start whatever your hobbies are? Maybe do some cooking lessons. Maybe you're good at cooking, you're good at dancing, you're good at singing or playing instruments, and start to upload those things and motivate others as well, and then that will like shift your thinking instead of watching all these reels. And especially if you're watching reels that is actually content that is not really helping you, but is bringing you down actually, then it's not worth it. Okay. And then also, so healthy distraction is important, and take a step back and relax. Okay. That is where at the end of your long day, you're just going to close the door and you're just going to like sit on your bed and just relax, and you don't do anything. You switch your screen time off. Okay. Be it the TV, whatever is blue light screen, TV, whatever, your phones, especially your tablet, your laptop, just switch everything off and just spend time with you, because sometimes you need to spend time with yourself to realize who you really are and how powerful you are. Right. And then after you spend some time with you, you'll start actually to explore yourself, and then you might even find out that, hey, I got a talent in something. That's what happened to me. I had to literally limit all screen time and limit every interaction with everybody who I didn't feel was right. And then I realized that I actually have a talent. I have a gift. And that only happened after the surgery, when I actually spent more time with myself and I actually loved myself for who I am. Right. So take a step back and also create a good routine. So your routine is what you do from the time that you wake up. Do you do exercise? Do you do things that make you feel happy? Okay. And it's important to do that. Now, the reason why I'm giving you guys all these tips is because I know we read the word of God, but I also want you to also practice things into the real life, to know where you stand and how to live your life. Because if you don't have a routine to follow, your whole day is going to be like messed up, and then you're going to be spending more time on the reels, okay, and just scrolling and scrolling. So it's important actually to just set more time, set a routine, plan your day well, know exactly what I'm going to be doing throughout this day, and let it go ahead. Right. So that's basically some of the steps how to combat overthinking, because overthinking is one of the main things that actually leads to depression as well, because it's all about your thoughts. Now, let's look at now when we hear a doctor's report. So we start overthinking. Okay. So the doctor literally said, I'm going to use myself as an example because that is better, because I'm talking from experience. So before I did my surgery, the doctors literally told me that I have an iron issue. And yes, I will have an iron issue because I'm not eating food, you know. So what happened is that I had the iron issue. I lost a lot of nutrients, proteins, all the folic acids, the good stuff, right? I lost all of it. I lost my muscles in the process. I couldn't actually lift anything. Okay. It was very difficult for me to do day-to-day activities. But it was a blessing to me that God actually sent me remote work to do. Okay. Even in the comfort of my own home. And that's how powerful God is. Okay. God moves mountains. And then after that, what happened is I got the report I have an iron issue. Now, if I'm going to be keep on thinking about it, that I have an iron issue, I'm going to be telling all the friends, family, cousins, aunties, whatever, I got an iron issue, but I'm doing nothing about it. They only going to feel sympathy for me, but nobody's going to actually say that, you know what, I think you should start with a supplement, or I think you should start eating right foods and all that to combat the problem. Nobody's going to tell you all that. Nobody. Well, except for me. Okay, that is what I'm telling you guys. Nobody actually goes out of the way to support you. Okay, I literally healed myself, to tell you the truth. I literally motivated myself to be where I am today. And I was just having that conversation with my mom as well. And we were just discussing how I had to literally heal myself and become powerful alone. That's how it is. And it's all about yourself, because only you can heal you, and nobody's really going to heal you, to tell you the truth. Right. Now, of course, in spirituality, we know that God is there for us. We know He's going to heal us. But something we need to take that act of faith. And also God says He helps those who help themselves. So you can't expect healing with your mindset still dwelling in the past. Okay. That's an overthinker mindset. So that's why it's so important, guys. Your thoughts shape you, as the Bible says so in Proverbs. So think wise. Don't allow any overthinking thoughts to race you at night, because that's going to cause heart problems. It's going to cause hypertension. It's going to cause headaches and all sort of things that will actually eventually lead you to the doctor's room, and you'll be ending up spending so much of money, and even the doctors don't even know what's happening. So the whole idea is get your mindset focused and realign it to your destiny. Right. So that is basically the sum of our overthinking. I know, guys, it's quite a long message today. And then also we're going to be looking just quickly on comparison. I'm not going into detail. Okay, I'm just going to share something quickly. Now, comparison is also a deadly killer to your joy. Okay, comparison is basically you comparing yourself to others. So you see things are working right for others, but then you bring yourself down. Now, what's happening to you? You are actually killing your destiny by comparing yourself to others. Parents, please don't compare your children to others. If other children are doing good and they're getting A's and 6 A's and 7 A's, that's good for them. Okay, maybe their journey is to be into that doctorate or to that law or engineering, and maybe your child has a different destiny. So your child could be leading somewhere where she or he is going to be inspiring others. So we shouldn't actually compare, because it's actually killing our children's dreams as well and their visions. Right. So guys, we need to quit comparing, okay? Because when I see that happening around children, it like breaks my heart. I don't like to be compared. And as you know, guys, comparison is like the main thing happening in 2025 as well. Right. So focus on your own strengths, right? This is how we're going to combat it. Focus on your own strengths. Practice gratitude. You must thank God, or whatever medium that you pray, you just thank in spirituality for you to be alive. And limit social media exposure. The social media, when you look at others, you see a lot of things other people are progressing. Like on Facebook, you're looking at so and so, because TikTok tells like who views your profile, right? But Facebook don't tell. So now you're like looking there, and then you're like, you know what, so and so is doing so well. She's married, she's in overseas, she got 3 kids. Wow, she's living the life. But then you're not even realizing that when you really come to meet them, then you're like, whoa, this is how the person looks, you know? But remember, we're not judging now. We just say. So at the end of the day, is that we shouldn't actually look at others and see like, hey, things are working out for them. When is my time? Your time is coming. But you need to minimize worrying about what other people are doing. The Bible says, study to be quiet and mind your own business. And that's how we should be. Right. Prioritize your self-awareness and celebrate your joy. Celebrate your strength. Celebrate your outcome. It's important. And the main thing is, what I really love is reframe motivation. Meaning, reframe how you are motivating yourself. When you are looking at other people doing well, right? What happens is that your whole mindset, I'm going to use an example. So somebody just bought a house or a car, right? And you actually saw it, and you know in your heart, like, you know what, this person did something wrong. It's either it did something of fraud, bribe, corruption, but that's what's going on now. And then what happens? You start to feel down. You feel discouraged, and you just think like, you know what, I'm doing everything right. I'm doing things honest. I'm working honest. I'm getting honest money, but still, I can't get it. I can't get my license. I can't get a car. What's going on? And then after that, you need to reframe that thinking. So how do you reframe it? So yes, we know the person got the house, got the car. That's good for them. We really, wow, hands down for that. We're like so happy for that. So the first thing what you need to do, guys, is that you need to think that, you know what, yeah, I know this person got that vehicle. I know that person got that house. But let's look at the vehicle, right? Because I want you guys to like, just to reframe your mind into thinking and understanding. So the person got the vehicle. That's good. But now what you need to realize is, I also need to get my own vehicle. And the reason why, let's look at why I need to get my own vehicle. I'm not getting it out of pride or out of jealousy and all that stuff to envy others. I'm getting my own vehicle because firstly, I need to be independent. Secondly, I have kids. I like to take them to school, right? That's if you're working at home. I need to drop them at school, pick them up. I also need to get to the grocery store. I need to buy things. And then I also got a baby. I need to see to the baby. I need to like have my own car. So if I want to like relax and go to the beach, or I want to go like shopping, or I want to go to my friend's house, I don't need to ask people. I don't need to pay taxi money and hear all the gossip in the taxi, right? You know what I'm talking about, in the minibus taxi. And then I'm just independent. And then God will grant your wish, because you know why? You looked at yourself first. You don't look at person A, that you know what, person A got the vehicle, and person A is more proud about it, that I got the vehicle and I can do this, I can do that, I can drive fast and whatever. It's not about that. The whole idea is, if God blesses you with something, you need to picture that. What benefit will that be to you, okay, and to your children, okay, or to your parents? Because the whole idea is that your family originates where it's just mom, dad, your siblings, then it's you, okay, and then it's your husband, and of course your children. But family, right? So it doesn't really matter about external family. We're talking about the internal, inward families, right? So start to reframe how you think about when other people achieve something. And of course, if they achieved it the right way, be happy for them, okay? But it's very difficult to be happy for somebody who's actually proud. It's like, yo, you just know. So that is why that brings me to my question for the day. And it's the final question. Now, we know that people get blessed, and we've seen people get blessed, right? So you're blessed with a car, with a house, you're blessed with children. Okay, that's good. If you're blessed with children, that's good, right? But when it comes to like unplanned blessing, then it's another story. But I want to ask you the question is, your blessings, when you see other people blessings, you need to know, is this blessing coming from God or is it coming from the devil? Now, a lot of people will think that, you know what, the devil can't bless. If the devil cannot bless, can you kindly go to Matthew 4? When Jesus was fasting and the devil tempted Jesus and said, if you can bow down and worship me, I will give you anything in this world. And you check what was Jesus's response. And we'll leave that for another day when we'll discuss about that. So all I can say is, don't think negative and down when you see people that's doing the wrong things and are getting blessed even financially. It's like even certain people that had to sell their souls to the devil to be blessed. And you've seen it happening in Hollywood and so forth. And where does that leave you? That's all I'm gonna say. And I've always spoken to my family even about that, and always say that, you know what, sometimes we thinking so and so is blessed or whatever, and that's comparison is killing your joy. Amen. So the truth is, we need to look at, is their blessing coming from God or is their blessing coming from the adversary, the enemy itself? You think about it for the week, and we will discuss it again when we meet. Okay, we'll be discussing it with the prayer verse that's written in Matthew 4 as well. Okay, so thank you guys for your time and for listening to the message about how comparison and overthinking is the deadly killers of your joy, your happiness, and your peace. And it's time for you to quit comparison, comparing yourself with others, comparing your kids with others, and overthinking everything. You don't need to overthink it. Tonight, I pray that you guys will have a blessed sleep, okay? And when you sleep tonight and for the rest of the week and every day, may your thoughts be aligned in positivity. May your thoughts be aligned to good and not to be worried about whatever happens. And may we leave everything in God's hands, and may He take control of it. And may the Lord protect you from adversaries, from proud people, from jealous people, and protect your children as well from all of those negative things. May He protect you and give you the peace beyond understanding. May He grant all your desires, all your wish, and may you have a blessed week this ahead. Thank you guys for watching. May be blessed and inspired. And please stay tuned for more strategies and more upliftments. Love you all and stay tuned to JesC Transformation. Bye, guys.